Of course, we have been introduced to the Nano text editor, but let's use this demonstration to formally introduce yourselves to Nano. Welcome to Nano. Nano is the default text editor in Ubuntu systems. We've already introduced ourselves a little bit to it, but go through now and open up a new file in your home directory. So Nano and My File. Just using the file name without an extension, we can't give any clues to Nano about what this file should do. So if I then started typing information that should be key value pairs, I can type the text, but we don't get any syntax highlighting. In the same way as I was writing script commands, such as echoing out text to the screen, we're not getting any differentiation between the command and the string text. So this is a clear text file, and we're not getting any additional syntax highlighting help from Nano, because Nano doesn't know what type of file this is. But I'm going to use Control and X to jump out, Y to save, and enter on the file name. If we go back up and now put an extension on the file, myfile.sh, the .sh extension is going to allow Nano to recognize this file as a shell script file, or that's its intended purpose. We're going to get syntax highlighting, and if I go back with the echo command now, we can see the echo is in one color and our string that we are echoing out is in a yellow color. So we can see that we get help with our syntax in the file. Again, I can use Control X and Y to save. And let's take a look at our YAML files again. When I go in and open up the YAML file, the extension .yaml or YML is going to be associated with YAML syntax. So I can put key value pairs, which is one of the main purposes of YAML. We can see that these are just string values, but to see a difference, if I put, say, age and then 23, we can see that's highlighted different, so we can see this is an integer, a number. Also, if I go through and put something that should be a Boolean value, is old, that's my key, and I can put false. This is now not read as a string, but it's being read as a Boolean false. We're not old. We also have more structured data. We saw before our lists of addresses. So I can create a list. I'm just going to call it list 1. And then as I return, I can tab in. The tab now is going to be translated through to 2 spaces. And I can then use the hyphen to say this is a list item. And I can then call it item 1 and item 2. So I have more than one value for this key. Another type of block that we might have are dictionaries. Dictionaries are collections of key valued pair. And this really is our structured data. So let's have person 1. And then we can have the age key, which we could say is 31. We can specify maybe the city in which they live. So perhaps it's London as a string. And then we can go through and specify maybe their name as a string. So all of the keys that are lined up 2 spaces below person 1 make up person 1, the same way as all of the list items below list 1 make up our list. Again, we can use Control and X to jump out, and we can see that Nano is a powerful text editor from the command line with syntax highlighting support.